Hey, Gabox here. It was an insane day of playoff promo. We're going to go through a lot of things, like what you should be doing now, where are there some profits to be made. We're going to go through what happened today, some of the patch and how we're feeling on that, maybe some market changes, Season 3 glitch, the new AKA stuff, wild cards coming, what to sell, a lot of things after today's sponsor, Rock Bottom Coins. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. So it's always tough to know where to start in these, and I think I'm just going to start from the rip, right? This morning. Major problems, weren't able to log on to the game for like an hour. It was kicking us out. It was literally crashed the entire game. After a while, they solved it. Our games were starting to boot in. What's crazy is that, like, we knew this was going to happen, right? And we could see this coming a mile away, but somehow EA, in their infinite dumbness, could not see putting a patch and 2 major content drops on the same day would somehow cause problems with it. Please separate patches from content days, EA. How many times do I have to beg you this year to do it? You keep not listening to the player base, and the reason why we hate you, right? So anyways, after the morning problems came in, we started looking for loopholes and everything, and surprisingly, the 90 to 91 set wasn't glitched. These sets were actually really bad. EA went like super conservative, really bad sets right away, and it was so funny, they did them so bad, they had to unnerf the set. They tweeted out tonight, yo, those 96 sets you guys did, we're going to go ahead and change it from 193 B and D to 593 B and Ds, and everybody who did that's going to get 4 more 93 overall B and Ds. So they went super conservative with the odds on the roll. The roll was really bad for us. The sets, as you can tell, were really bad since they had to, like, all right, please do more of the sets. We're going to do more of the sets that way. The crazy thing was, like, the biggest glitches were, like, the glitches that we don't know how to replicate, right? It feels like 10% of people, or I'm just making up a number, a certain percent, a subset of the market just gets, like, glitched out to 31 for doing random things. One, some people get it for playing a solo battle. Some people get it for doing a set. Some people get it for playing a weekend league game, and they just glitch up 30 levels. And, like, it's happened every single field pass, and we still don't understand how that happens. We still haven't been able to figure out the trigger. If we did, I'd let you guys know. We'd be able to figure that out and all glitch up to 31 together. I've had to grind through, comp pass, playoff pass, that kind of stuff. It's somehow in here. I'm at level 21 after doing, like, a bunch of sets, doing a lot of things. So definitely make sure, like, before you do anything in the season, definitely go through your passes, your playoff stuff. Look what you need to do. See if you can't scrape together to get enough of maybe some of these sets done. I did the 88s because they were fun, but they wrecked me. Don't do the 88 plus. They killed. I lost hundreds of thousands on them. So do the cheapest playoff sets. You can do predictors, that kind of stuff. You definitely want to do predictors. Make sure you get those done. It's a pretty cheap way. You can make coins just by quick selling them after the predictors. And you can bet on the right team and make a lot of coins, obviously, through those predictors. But anyways, go ahead and do that. Get your head-to-head, your stats, your solo battles all done. For that's like kind of how you want to approach overall the season structure, right? Just go through and, like, find out what you want to focus on. You can just go to solos right away. There's a lot of rush yards that you want to get. But anyways, so how are we making coins besides for, like, just playing the game as they intended, right? How are we using the market? Since we didn't really find any loopholes, like, all of these rolls were bad. The only roll that I think is good, and it's kind of a high-risk roll, that's the downside of it. The only roll that I think is good is the strategy item roll, because the legendary strat items are so expensive right now because they're so rare. There's no TVP, trading variety pack, to spit out the strategy items. And especially if you pull a sprinter strat item, which seems rarer than, like, the rarest golden tickets, people were selling that for like 9 million coins. So there are some absolute, like, maybe, I don't know if any bought for 9 million, but they were up on the block for that much, and people were buying for them for multiple millions. So those are the most expensive cards, is that sprinter strat item. I've only seen it on Xbox. I don't know if PlayStation has. I can go take a look at it. But the legend strat items that were introduced today are very expensive. So that pack, just due to that. But the thing is, it's rare, so you gotta have a big coin stack to do a big sample size to get it. So that's not like, obviously the best thing you want to do is probably like team builders. You can look at some of the team of the week sets. I think people said Kittle was okay. I don't know. That might be dead by now. But There were some other sets. I don't want to go through and label sets and like which ones you guys should be doing, because as soon as I say which sets are good, they generally die, because that's just kind of how, you know, content is now. But like some of these things are in the millions. People are buying. Do I see any Sprinter here? I guess I can like search for Sprinter. Maybe that's better to do Sprint. But you saw some of those are actually unironically listed in the millions of coins. Sprinter. There are 2 Sprinters. One's up for 6.1. One's up by 6.04. And because of how insane these are, that's not bad, right? +3 acceleration, +2 agility, +2 change of direction, +2 break tackle. These are by far the best cards we have this entire year. So, I mean, these are realistically, because of the stat bonuses they give you with the way MUT is, these are multiple million coins worth. 6 million, I'd say no. But multiple millions, like 2 million probably a pop, I would say is probably, you know, worth it for God Squads to go ahead and add that. But, like, only God Squads. Anyways, so Sprinter and the other legendary chems make that role like the best one to do. But I said, like, again, that's like a large sample size. You do need to pull a legendary. And if you, like, you pull a legendary probably like, what, 1/2 of 1%, maybe 1% of the time. So like 1 out of 100, you'll get a legendary. And if you do that, you'll profit. If not, you'll lose a bit. So yeah, I don't love recommending that, but it is really like a risky set. Okay, so I talked about the Season 3 glitch getting people to level 31, which I have no idea. I don't know if you guys need proof of it or not, but people tweeted it to me, so hopefully you guys believe that. Let's talk about the past before we go through like other market stuff here quick. The most important thing was, for MUT at least, is we're getting AKA the new class. I'm guessing it's current day players with nicknames. And then weekly wildcards and more on their way here through the Ultimate Team programs and MUT playoffs. Alright? As for the gameplay updates, the game doesn't play a lot different than it did prior to this. Aggressive catches got tuned down. They're still possible, especially if you have the aggressive catching abilities. If you have like deep out elite. Defensive line aren't catching as much. They say under pressure has been tuned, which is good. I hate under pressure inaccurates. Those are the worst thing in the game. Don't add more randomness to a game that's already super random. Defenders not pick it. I think like the biggest problem I have with this game is the fact that Dollar still gets them and Loot Blitz is still there. So they didn't really change O-line mechanics that much, but I think it's the biggest frustration overall. My team itself, I check out the second channel linked in the description for gameplay on all the cards. I used it over the next couple days. You'll get a couple gameplays on all of them. Steve Young focused gameplay tomorrow and more of a team-based gameplay the day after that. I don't think any of them are can't miss kind of cards. My favorite one to run with was Steve Young with Gunslinger. He had such a good deep release. The problem is it's 7 AP, and that's just too much versus Tom Brady, who's 3 AP for the same abilities, which with Gunslinger. Pacheco with Human Joystick was fun. I think we're going to go back to Tom Brady tomorrow so I can utilize more route running abilities and stuff, and put back Secure Protector on Creed and do other things like that. So, anyways, let's go back to the market stuff. We talked about the strat items. Changing the set. Okay, make sure and sell your 78s and your 80s. Or 78s, 79s, 80s, 81s. They're going for a ton of coins because people want to get those stats done for the comp pass. So it's something that I didn't do today because I'm a moron. But make sure you actually sell off. So I'm gonna do that tonight because I don't know, I just didn't do it on stream. But like, dude, 5,800 this thing sold for. So let's just put it up for 5,700. Yeah, just make sure and list your cards that you have in your binder. This is why we always say save up your 78s and 80s for these comp pass experiences, especially because people save these experiences smartly for the new week. So set 5,700. It looks like 79s are at 5,700 right now. Some people were selling them at like close to 10K earlier today. So these are always good days to do that. Make sure that. I'm not sure team builders are necessarily profit right now because of how high, even though I said it earlier. I'm not sure they're profit right now because of how high 80s are. But you can look to like other sets similar to that. Or maybe some sets that go into like, say, maybe the Elway set. I don't know if that's any good right now. Yeah, that's all I want to say as far as set profitability. I would absolutely 100% recommend going through sets. As for arbitrage means, like, it's not a bad idea because how many 86s are coming out of the roll? Like, you can get 86. These are like unfiltered results too. You can get 86s super cheap, right? Like insanely cheap, and then potentially roll into like 90 pluses for like arbitrage reasons, right? Because if you can buy it like 2, right, and then even if you get like a few 90s, or let me take a look at the rolls left in the left in this stuff, right? 86, 84. Okay, no, never mind. I was thinking for some reason the 90 was still in here. I'm done. Like, how long did that go away? I felt like we had the 90 plus. I'm just stupid. You can get the 86. Take a look then to 84s. Huh? So 84s sell at 4.3. So maybe do the 84 plus, because the 84 plus has 86, 84, 89s, which is only 2.4. That's not that great. The 89s were insane, if you guys recall correctly, when we had the 90-91 glitch. That was the time to sell 88s and 89s. But now, like, yeah, 84s you can sell for a 4.3 ratio, which is, you know, doubling it. If you're basically, so if you're buying the 86, you can basically buy an 86 where you need 4,700 training, which is 14,000. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Buy it to get an 84, so we're losing so far. Yeah, I'd wonder, like, it really depends on how many of these you're able to do and just list them on the market, right? That might be profit just rolling these 84s and listing everything on the market as far as coins, because of how cheap 86s are and how easy it is to snipe those things. That might just be a profit maker right there. If I can pull anything but an 84 Campus Hero, that would be kind of cool. The packs today were all bad, except, like, if you wanted to spend money in the game, the special offers weren't terrible. Like, the only pack you wanted to buy was the special offer, like the 92 plus. I just want to pull anything except the 84. Just anything, please. Maybe I got to go look at Herky stats again. 89. Okay, so an 89 can sell for 16K. So overall, I'm still down. Overall, I'm still down bad. Since 89 sell for 16K, which is a 2.4 ratio. I don't know. This is not really like a great moneymaker, I'd say. Let me look at. I'd have to actually math it out. All right, so Grant did the playoff rolls, which were L's. What about this one? 84, 89, 93. So you pulled 96s. Yeah. With 89s being so cheap, I don't love this roll either. Even 93s are cheap. I think people are just doing this roll a lot. People have the same idea. Like the only 2.4s are the ones out of this roll, and the ones out of the other roll. Yeah, a lot of cheap training is people are liquidating their cheap training to these rolls. So I would go ahead and wait and not do them. Personally, I would save your training potentially. I don't know when we're getting the TVP. Hopefully soon. But that's all I want to say about that. So definitely check your comp passes. Check your binders for low cards and sell those. And then take a look at sets, specifically ones that take 86s or 84s, 89s, and see if you can't turn a profit in sets. Because there might be some hot stuff there. Thanks so much, call action. I'll see you tomorrow.